cool if y'all think run this. Miss she, her black designer say Gucci Prada print. DOE, I'm a condo rich.
on some chill. We go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills. And I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keep scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah, that mean I'm way up. Yeah, the 6 ain't friendly, but that's where I lay up. Lay up. I been Steph Curry with the shot. Been cooking with the sauce. Chef Curry with the boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. Hey, who the is, boy? OVO, man, we really with boy. Yeah, really with the. I should probably sign a hit, boy, cause I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, working on the phones. Either that or try the money, mark the
Ralph, Ralph! Here we go. Hey, Jupiter, Jupiter!
That's how up, back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out, only got time for a night out, so tell me what you want from me, we ain't getting no younger, so tell me what you want from me, we ain't got too long, no, you know I gotta catch my flight, you know I gotta reach new heights again, you know you run it up at night, you know I only get one life for this. Okay, let's go. I'm really living like the text went through. J. Cole said it's memes and mules, but I'm the king and adjusted all. Really wanna wipe me down. I got more patience than a hospital. Sweaty better beef with me than never beef with life's obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned to be toned down. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while I'm Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey 6'2", dark skin, with a purpose. Left a voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying, Lil Curtis, yeah. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know you run it up at night. You know I only get one life for this.
I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, have my with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, that he's coming right back. She's a provocateur, dance floor connoisseur, weeks on Friday for sure. Tell the girls we're taking a detour. Give him hell, yeah. Get these boys out, yeah. She does it well, oh yeah. I do it myself, oh yeah. Candy necklace on my hips, butterfly that's on my wrist. Put your hands on me like this, make you go head to toe. PT, she's gauzy. Give her one kiss just softly. Tease him and get him me. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, have my with him like that.
It's week 2 of the National Football League as we see the two teams who put on a classic in Super Bowl 43. It's the Steelers and the Cards, next on Madden Football.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here. And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play. 2 clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Now Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Murray now. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
To throw, it's Murray. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Another run here with Benson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Murray. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey McBride, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. First down, and they go back to Harris. He'll get this to about the 38. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 17 carries, 104 yards.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Throwing now is Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Murray going to throw, rolling to his right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And running with power here. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Over the middle, Harrison. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Benson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll try again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you...
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Cardinals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive and give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Harris. And he's going to be swallowed up as he got forward for maybe a yard, and it's 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Harris running straight ahead. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. On play action, Lawrence. This one incomplete. Almost picked up by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
3rd down and 10. Murray now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 24 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harrison. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st down, right back to Benson. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here's Murray. Dancing to his left. Murray, strong running. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, Every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The Steelers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And right now they're probably asking, hey, who did we offend in the scheduling office? Back-to-back road games to start the season.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'll bet someone called the league office to protest, but sometimes it just shakes out that way. But they can get out of this with a split. Knowing they'll get those home games later in the season, it can be quite an advantage for them if they take care of business now.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Harrison. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
2nd and a couple. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5. Here's Murray from midfield. Pass complete there to Harrison. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Caught by Wilson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They run over center with Benson. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the gun, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, it's Murray. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now Murray. Touchdown! Michael Wilson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the visiting Lions.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as he gets this up past the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the give, this is Harris. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They go play action with Lawrence. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Second down and 8. To throw, it's Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kevontae Turpin, 55 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Lawrence will throw. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. Over the middle here to Wilson. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the Steelers' 20-yard line.
They'll go again with Benson. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Shotgun now for Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals! Trey McBride, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. A short one here, caught by McBride. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Murray now. Goes right back to McBride. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Murray going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A give up the middle with Benson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. How about the safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack? We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yards.
And he's going to go down again. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Rodgers on the return. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Now Lawrence.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards.
And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steelers ready for their next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately,
The second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The offense on third down tonight, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Lawrence going to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A short one there to Freiermuth. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Darrell Taylor able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Cardinal offense takes back over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 79 yards rushing for him now to this point. This 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
Another run here with Benson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And now out come the Steelers. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That went out wide and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give. Here comes Benson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Steelers.
To throw is Murray. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
A 52-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Steelers offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And to throw again is Lawrence. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A handoff here to Benson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Benson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all.